It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we unite and up. Trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Single bottle, never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins.
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I'm Dale Altman, joined by the Iceman, joined by Greg Luther. I wish we had free agency news. We don't. We're going to have free agency show with Parker Blake, Matt Schultz, and Cincy James tonight at 7. Maybe we'll have something by then. Right now, this one's more about the draft, mock draft. But I will let these two vent about their frustration, lack of frustration, maybe the patience they have.
We'll let Big Savage go first. He's a little more upset than I am.
Well, no. I'm just letting my emotions out. Look, you got to trust the process. I had a buddy of mine today saying, dude, Tobin needs to quit sleeping on his ass or something. And I'm like, and that just set me up and said, look, dude, you're my friend and all, but buddy, I've had to see on Twitter all day, people like, all antsy. Believe me, I'm a little irritated myself, but I said to myself, trust the system. Let me point out a couple years ago, we lost William Jackson. We lost Lawson. Everybody on Twitter was freaking out like crazy and all that. And a couple of years later, we're laughing out about it. So that's why I just say trust the system. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little antsy right now, but I still trust the system.
I think we're all a little antsy now, but I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Parker Blake said this on our show, and I agree with him. You gotta save money for Joe. You gotta have money for T. You gotta have money for Jamar. Those are big money guys that we want to keep here forever. You're not gonna spend what did Hayden Hurst get? $3 million, $8 million?
I don't know that I've seen anything official, but people were saying 3 years, $24 million. So it's 8
You're
per.
not going to pay him that. What the Bengals are going to do is, this is not being cheap. This is being smart. When you have Jackpot Joey as your quarterback, he's going to elevate these guys. So we're going to get another, I think, lower tier tight end, lower tier. Maybe hell, we might get a running back in the draft. To be honest, we might wait till then. The big money thing that we need to get is the right tackle. That's what I'm expecting. Everybody else, I think it's going to be lower tier guys, maybe in the draft, and we got Joe Burrow to elevate them.
Gesicki. Sorry, I sneezed.
Yeah, that's Greg. Greg still wants Gesicki, which I'm like, he's not known to be a blocker at all. And
hey, Joe Goodberry said he'd want him too.
I'm not against him. It's the money. That's where.
But if he's not getting what he wants, why not sign a 1-year deal with Cincinnati to boost up your contract for next year? Then draft a tight end, develop him, then like a second walk the next year, or something like that.
I'm not arguing with you.
That's what I mean. If it's 1 year, but that's the thing. I don't know that I want to pay him $10 million for 1 year. I'd rather pay a tackle 7 or 8 or a Luminor or whatever than Gesicki, who's gonna in this offense with we've got the big 3 receivers, and we also whatever running back we have, we're gonna throw to whoever. Travion could be Travion Williams. That was the only news we got today. He re-signed. He's back.
Well, I don't think that's bad. I mean, Travion, I wanted to see him get his shot. I think he deserves
for sure.
A shot. He can pass catch, he can run, and he can pass block. And that's the biggest thing when you're a running back for the Bengals. You got to be able to do all 3 of them. That's what I want the number 1 running back for the Bengals to do, is be able to do all 3 of them. I want the number 1 tight end to be able to do all 3 of them, because then we can hide stuff of what we're going to do.
Yeah, yesterday with Gardner, Dale, you kind of said it. Look, we can't pay him, but the thought of it, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I was buying into it like everybody else was. Obviously, would it be awesome? Sure. But like you said, Dale, it's not going to work out for 12
Well,
minutes.
I mean, I just, we can all get excited on Twitter and go after these guys. And they're like, oh, yeah, let me, I'm thinking, these guys will use anything for leverage for a better contract, number 1. But, his projected annual value was $12.5 million from PFF. And Bates got 16 per, and he was the next safety behind him, who was a top 10 to 15 free agent on almost every website's, rankings of free agents coming into the whole process. So just using that logic, I'm like, we didn't sign Bell back for a little over 7 a year.
Right.
Why are we thinking that we're going to get Gardner Johnson, who should be getting 12 to 13 a year?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I was having fun with him on Twitter, retweeted and hoping so. But I mean, it all blew up last night when Ace went and tweeted all that stuff out and said that somebody told him that it might happen. I'm like, okay, is it gonna be less money? Like that'd be great.
Oh, no, that's when I took the videos because I had a feeling you guys wouldn't believe me or anything. So I took the video, and I think a lot of people ran with the video I posted on Twitter too.
Yeah, dude, people are running with anything and everything because there's no legitimate reports out there really with the Bengals related at all.
We got reports that Eckler was in an airport and Lunken Airport this morning by somebody. I'm like,
yeah,
who the hell is this? I'm like, I'm not retweeting this unless you're somebody that I know what you're talking about. I'm not retweeting your stuff.
Well, no, I will. Strawberry. I've heard different sources too. That's the weird thing about it. But Eckler, let's be realistic. He's 27 years old. Why would you want to give up? Look, he could be a dynamite, but the guy can't block. And he's 27 years old. Why would you want to trade I would not trade a 4th round. I don't even know if I trade a 6th round for
Well,
him.
and he's wanting a new contract and he already makes $6 million. So that's what I'm saying.
Money.
Like, we've been talking about not paying running backs. So it's like now.
Yeah, and this draft, they have running backs and they have tight ends. So, I mean, I don't want to have to. I've said I don't want to go into the draft for need, but you might have to. But still, there's still people out there. I mean, it's not like Dale, you said before we started the show, there hasn't been anybody off the board that we're like, oh, I thought we could get him. I mean, except for Hurst, we all kind of
it's been mainly our own guys, right? Which we thought we were keeping 1 and losing 3 out of Pratt, Bates, and Bell. And that's what happened. It was Pratt instead of Bell. So so there, I feel like okay, that's been our expectations, right?
Right.
P. Ryan, I think we were all hoping we'd have him back, just because we knew okay, that's a steady guy.
I was like, if we kept him, we weren't going to keep Mixon. That's where I was at, and I still don't know what they're doing with Mixon. So I wasn't sure if P. Ryan was going to stay or not. They weren't going to pay both of them.
At this point, I'm ready just to start all over at running back. I'm ready to start from scratch. That's just my personal opinion. Even if Mixon wants a huge pay cut, I just want to start over. That's just me, though.
Which I'm just. It's not like so just looking at that, it's not like okay, that was a huge loss because he got 2 years, $7.5 million signing in Denver. If anyone hadn't seen that yesterday,
and congratulations to P. Ryan. He's a good dude, and if they go get their money.
No, Hurst.
No
I mean, let's face it. Hurst, I would go into the 30s. Hurst was a great person. What he did for Desperate Foundation is amazing. I mean, like I would sad myself see him leave, but I'm sorry, there's no way I would have ever given him $8 million a year for 3 years. I'm sorry, but I am so happy for him though right now that he got his money.
Right. So him getting 3 years, $24 million. That was on the very top end. We talked about bringing him back when we just kind of did our projections and what we thought and where we would bring him back. Even we talked about before on some of our shows. So him getting 24 and the 3 years, because see, I thought that could have been a hang up too, is where he is turning 30. Or he is 30 right now. It's one or the other, but he's going to be 30 during football season. I know that. So being 30, Bengals might have said 2 year. I don't know that that's the case. I did message and talk to Kathy Hurst, but it's just a good luck and still support your foundation and love everything you're doing with that. And it's just all love back and forth. So got a lot of love for that family, and I'm glad for him, and I'm happy for him because the biggest thing I think he wanted stability. So that 3rd year could have been huge. And I think, in Carolina, he's got a good shot to stick for those 3 years. I don't know how the contract breaks down, but, good
Carolina
for him.
Panthers are Bengals South now. You got Dalton there. You got Bell. You got Hurst. Like, they're just trying to get all of our former players. But, yeah, to me, I think that's the biggest thing, Dale. You said it. I think it's 3 years. He knows he's going to be there because he hasn't been back-to-back years at the same organization, I think, once. I think it was when he first started with Baltimore, I think.
And Chris, I agree. Like it's not unrealistic to think Travion could fill in for P. Ryan. He can block, he can catch, he can run, he can give you a little everything. And at worst, kind of like P. Ryan before this year, was just a special team staple. So at worst, let's say you still sign a running back and you draft one, or you draft 2. You don't know how it's going to shake out.
Right.
And he's back to running back 3. You still got your kick returner in him. You've still got a special teams guy. You've got a guy that's been around and it's good. Running backs, get injured, so it's good to have him. So we're glad Travion is back. Don't know what the terms of that deal was, but I'm sure it was, decent.
Yeah.
Hey.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh no! Hey, I gotta leave. Can I just? I gotta leave. I'll be right back.
No, second. You can't leave ever. You have to stay there. You're not allowed.
Poor Craig. Okay, I won't.
I thought he was going to say, "Oh, my bad, Strawberry. I'll stay." God, you got to go.
Yeah, man. The Big Red Connection. Dalton to Hurst.
Yeah.
In Carolina.
Yep. I mean, it sucks. I quoted, "Damn it," when we lost Hurst. I was mad. I was like, God, I really wanted to keep him, but
Bryce Young to Hurst. But then when Bryce Young inevitably gets injured because he's so small, then it will be.
Right.
I don't want to put that on him. I don't hope anyone gets injured.
Everywhere Andy's went since he left us, the quarterback gets hurt, and he
Dalton
starts.
puts that on him.
It's the Red Rifle Hex. It's the Red Rifle Hex. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not good. But good.
Let's just kind of reset for that.
Yeah,
a little bit. And then we'll get into our draft and do our mock draft. It's up to Kevin in the chat. Both Kevins, Kevin Queen and Kevin Valentine.
Kevins.
But so our offensive tackles. We've liked Illuminor for the price. We don't know, his agent, this, that, and the others, Mulligetta. But another guy that Parker Blake's been high on, who will be on Bengals and Brews at 7 tonight, because we'll have another show. Mm-hmm. He likes Cam Fleming. So there's still a couple guys right there at right tackle. And then safety, I think there's a lot of safeties. Like, we didn't plan on being in that market, but
yeah, we're going to have to be.
Taylor Rapp, I think Taylor Rapp's really good. And they're young. Like, Taylor Rapp's like 25. Julian Love's 25 from the Giants.
They're all younger.
Juan Thornhill's 27, so he's not like way younger than Bell.
It's still younger.
But, yeah.
It's still younger, potentially cheaper. That's the thing. Is like the longer, I'll put this out there. Jeff Hobson, I think, said this on Hear That Podcast, Prowling, I think, or Growling, that he thought that the Bengals really weren't going to sign anything closer to the weekend. Is where he thought they were at. And he's, got a pretty good pulse on what they're going to do most of the time. So, we'll have to see.
I felt like all those guys was more plugged in with Marvin. I feel like that this group just keeps things more tight-lipped. You don't hear a lot of the rumors getting out ahead of time.
Well, it's
especially
Wednesday.
like remember though, Lapham would always be nailing the draft, and then when Zach took over, it was like, it's not this. I mean, Lapham was nailing the first round pick every year. We'd be picking in the 20s. That's really hard to do.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, it's Wednesday. We've always signed.
No,
Pratt,
it's
so
possible. I think
closer.
it's going to get moving a little bit. We've seen, maybe some safety movement. Poyer went back to the Bills today. Mm-hmm. Jordan Schultz said that they're working on the deal for Gardner Johnson probably coming back to Philly since they released Darius Slay.
Well, Darius Slay, I want to ask you, would Darius Slay would he be a cornerback you want to potentially get?
I mean, he's good, but the Bengals aren't going to pay him $15 to $20 million a year.
You think he's going to get that?
I think he's going to get paid.
Okay, never mind that.
I think he's going to get paid more than, even if it may not be that high. I don't know. I'd have to look at his age, this, that, and the other. But I know he's a damn good corner.
Yeah. What's his age? You just said you don't know what his age. That's what I was curious about. What his age?
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my. I wanted to mention another safety, but I wanted to make sure I had the person's name right because I know they work with Malik's network, with the Right Way Sports Network. Mm-hmm. Marissa Myers, she was talking about another guy because we were kind of talking about some of the safeties on Twitter earlier, and she mentioned Edmonds, the brother of the Bills linebacker that got $72 million. He's been on the Steelers last few years. Another guy's only like 26 years old. Mm-hmm. And has been productive for the Steelers lately. So
we only need one of them.
That's what I'm saying. There's
one of these guys.
There's 4 or 5 guys that are still all younger than Von Bell. Some of them,
So how many safeties have went off the board? 3?
I mean, there's been some other ones that signed back with their teams and different things throughout the league.
Ones that are like legit safeties.
I mean, just for today's signings has been Poyer. Then obviously like guys we had. We lost both of ours.
I know that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I got this list in front of me, but I'm trying to think off the top of my head if there's anybody. I know there's like DeMonte Kazee, who I think was a Steeler. We talked about him yesterday. Trying to look. Safeties. Donovan Wilson went back to the Cowboys. Another guy's 26 years old.
All right. They're all right around the same age, 26, 27, 25.
Epps was 27. That was Philly's other safety besides Gardner Johnson this season.
Right.
Wingard went back to Jacksonville for about 3 years, $9.5 million.
So basically what we're saying is it's not, there's time still to get a safety. Yeah. We just got to get one of them. That's what we got to get one of them. Yeah. Tight ends, there's still guys out there that we can get. How many tight ends are out there left? There's at least 4 or
Well, I
5
mean,
out
the
there.
big names like Schultz and Gasecki were the biggest names coming in on the market, and both
Right.
of those guys are still there. Hurst was a big name, and he finally signed and got a
Right.
pretty good contract. So, but
Who's the second tier of tight ends?
I liked Irv Smith because he's young from
Right.
the Vikings. He's just
Right.
been injured a lot. And Foster Moreau from the Raiders was another
That's
guy
solid.
that I've. So those two more guys that I've mentioned that
Mhm.
wouldn't hurt to bring in as veterans. And Moreau did play a season with Burrow at LSU, so
Mhm.
there's a connection there. But
Yeah.
they just got rid of Waller. I don't know what they're doing in general.
I have no
Like we
I was
talked about
talking
that yesterday.
I was talking about that with one of my buddies at work who's a Raiders fan, and he's pissed they traded Waller. I'm like, what are they doing? He goes, I don't effing know. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the dedication I have, Crip, that I didn't know hat, no bandana, no nothing, because I was
No
trying to
nothing.
I get home from work, I rush
Look,
around to get on the stream.
he's trying to be
Dedication.
very professional, okay? He's got no headband on.
Oh no, it's definitely not that. I feel naked without it, you know what I mean? I definitely as soon as I got on here, I was like, oh shit. And I was like,
I got an image to maintain here.
yeah. People aren't supposed to know that I have hair and that it's receding hairline, motherfuckers. It's my business. But Fiji said he was wanting Sheldon Rankins. Yeah, that's when I mentioned to Jeff. He got 1 year, $10.5 million though. He signed with the Texans. That's been one of the deals in the last hour.
The thing is, they can double it in the draft in tight ends.
Cleveland Farrell was another one. He signed with the Niners because they're just desperate for D linemen.
The Niners, like I said this off air. The Niners are going to have the greatest amount of talent on one team and no damn quarterback.
and then Juju on that beat, he signed 3 years, $33 million with the Patriots. So that's some of the moves today. Kalen Sanders went to the Saints, Shepard to the Saints, couple D tackles. Hurst is really the biggest name. Baker Mayfield to the Buccaneers. And our girl Jerry from Tiger Stalk, she looked it up. She lives in Tampa.
Right.
From the stadium, it's like 1.6 miles to the nearest Cheesecake Factory from the stadium.
I think he'll be there.
So Baker,
there you go.
Trying to get the employees in the parking lot. They got one, all right? 1.6 miles from the stadium, brother.
He can
you
walk
gotta
to
go
it.
far.
He can walk to it. So anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I'm disappointed with the guys we lost, but I just keep looking at there's guys out there that we can get. And I don't want to, I hate saying that they're trying to get them cheaper, but that's kind of where they're at. But it's not that the Bengals are trying to be cheap. They're trying to be smart because that's what they've done the last couple of years. Everyone we signed, Kappa and Karras right off the bat, they were not tier 1 free agents. Yeah. They were we just signed them first.
It's their money, not ours, right? If it's ours, we hadn't had it spent day one.
Exactly. And the thing is, we want Burrow and Chase and Higgins signed.
We want all that too.
Yeah.
But they only have a certain amount. So when it goes, it's gone. So maybe they're, really saying, okay, well, we've got this much allotted for safety. We've got this much for a tight end. If it goes over that number for these guys in this tier 1 and 2, and now we're pretty much getting into tier 3 and 4 coming up. So,
but it's worked the last couple of years. So I mean, and the guys come here and they elevate themselves. I mean, everybody. Look, we freaked out when we lost. I can't remember his name. The guy went to the Jets.
DJ Uzama.
No, the defensive end that went to the Jets.
Oh, Lawson.
Yeah. We lost Lawson. Oh my God, what are we gonna do there? We got Trey Hendrickson. We lost Willie J3. We got Cheetah Bay Wuzier.
Yeah.
I mean,
we got Cheetah and Mike Hilton.
And
Eli Apple.
Eli Apple.
All three of those guys for combined, still William Jackson made more money.
Right.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah. So that's what I'm just trying to say. I'm like, Hayden Hurst, God love you. You're one of my favorite Bengals. Your mom is awesome. She's on both our shows, but hopefully we'll get somebody who's a little cheaper and do the exact same thing you do. And if he elevates and then he moves on and makes more money, that's going to do is make more players want to come here. You come here for Cincinnati, you play for 1 year, and then you can leave and go get more money and possibly win a ring.
Hey, Strawberry, we're like the Bearcats football team right now with the tight ends. It's like Brian Kelly Butch, I know didn't pan too well, but right now, Fickle. So I'm just saying, man, they're looking at this place like, wow, this is a gold mine for me to up myself.
Up yourself, not off yourself.
Oh yeah.
On that note,
some people are wanting to do that, but have patience, right? That's kind of what we're saying. Like with some of these players, it's not the fun thing to do. I mean, we're doing shows, We want to be able to be talking about a signing every day, at least one every day.
Yeah,
that's not our own guys. We've had no outside ones, so that's the thing. It's not sexy, right? When you're but we have lost more guys than we did last year, so we're going to have to replace it. I know we can say the draft, but. No, we're going to have to replace some of that in free agency. It's going to happen. Just going to be at the Bengals price tag.
Yeah, when you're a championship team, you can't – if you want to keep a championship window open longer than we did when Andy Dalton and then with the 5 years, the whole bringing the band back together every single year isn't going to work. It didn't work. They tried it, and it didn't work, So you got to have an influx of people. I mean, I hate to say it, but look at the friggin' Patriots. They won how many Super Bowls? How many guys were there from the beginning? One, actually two, Belichick and Brady. That was it.
Hasn't worked out when they split up.
It worked out pretty good.
I mean, it worked out for Brady and Tampa, but
right.
How about Juju Smith, man, getting 13? What was it? $11 million a year? Kiss my ass. I mean, he had freaking Pat Mahomes throwing the ball, and he's getting that much money from the Patriots. Are you?
Greg, we don't curse on this show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shut the hell up, Greg. God.
Okay.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, so Ken, thank you for the heads up. So the official thing is out here for Hayden Hurst.
Is it?
He got 3 years, $21.75 million. So he didn't get the 24 like was being reported. That's why I said I haven't seen any official numbers. So
21.7,
13 million fully guaranteed at signing. And a lot of guys still like to have that guaranteed money at signing, and it's just not how the Bengals typically would do things.
Well, and they're just, I mean, you sign them for that much money, you that just takes away from the rest of it. I mean,
he got set. It's an average annual value of $7.25 million per. I'll be honest with you, like I would have probably re-signed him for that just because of his. But it's the whole 3 year.
That was the high end for us, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, so is the 8. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
I would have really liked to get him for 6. So that's what I'm saying. Like. It ain't my money for a fucking $1.25 million.
Dude, if it was our money, we would have signed everybody already.
We'd have saved it back.
Yeah, we'd be done. We had no money left.
Yeah. But no, good for him. I mean, it's still a good contract. I was thinking, he got a little more than that, but pretty close still to what.
I think it's a 3 years and a $13 million guarantee. What got him?
Yeah.
Well, notice we don't pay guys in their 30s anymore. I think the last mistake we made was with Geno and Dunlap. We both gave them huge contracts, and
that was the point I was saying, bringing the band back together. I think the Bengals are trying not to do that,
And Santori put in the chat, good teams don't overpay for players.
Right.
You know how Twitter is when you're scrolling. I've seen an Apple emoji. I've always liked Apple. So did we re-sign Apple? Because how do you like them apples? I'm seeing a lot of Apple, but
I don't know. I haven't been on Twitter since,
So I'm trying to scroll and find something official, but it sounds like maybe Apple is back, which, hey.
I'm fine.
I'm fine with it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to upgrade at right tackle. I want,
I'm with. That's been my biggest thing.
Another safety.
Well, we need another safety now, but we got to have a right tackle. That's the thing. That's the got to have. Got to have it.
Or you have to draft it, which we're getting ready to do a mock draft.
All right, but that's I don't like that because I don't know if these guys are going to fall to us.
Well, don't you feel like you have to take one then at that point?
Well, I want to take one anyway. I mean, if they're there, my dream scenario is sign one Illuminor and then draft DeJuan Jones. That's my dream
just
scenario.
Doesn't make it fun for the next month, Jeff, because then we got to pick a right tackle in the first round on these mock draft simulators every daggone time. Do it for me. Sign somebody.
Yes.
Taking the fun out, you jackass.
We want to draft Bijan Robinson. Let's go.
Yeah. 3 other teams probably are doing that right now.
Hey, man.
Actually, I think he's going to go to Dallas because
that's what I was going to say. That's a speculation now, right? That they're going to cut Zeke. It sounds like that Bijan could end up in Dallas, or I still think Buffalo at worst because they pick one spot.
No, I think the Chargers could take him. Because they picked before them too.
Yeah, that's a good point because if Eckler is going to be gone, they're going to need and it's Bijan Robinson who's really good. So like you can get him on a rookie contract. I mean, it's starting to make more sense for him now.
Right.
These places opening up for him that he's not going to make it.
We all know Eckler is at Luckin Airport right now, so I mean we don't have to worry about that. I think we're gonna.
Some random person said on Twitter last night that he is at the precinct with Joe Burrow. So done deal.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Hey. The Kenwood Mall. I live right near the Kenwood Mall, so maybe someone's around there right now.
I love free agency, but it is exhausting.
Oh,
and Greg, you don't help. I'm going to be honest.
Yes, Greg puts everything in the
Greg
chat.
will say, there's sources saying, and I'm like, God damn it, Greg. That's some random dude on Twitter with 4 followers, Greg.
That's how I go, what's your sources?
No. Bengals and Bourbon was like, right for free agency, we signed you. I'll tell him, like, oh, seriously? They're like, no, Greg.
Bengals and Bourbon isn't any better.
Because he goes to the spaces and listens
he goes to
all
Twitter
them
spaces and someone says a name and he says, I think I'm signing this guy. I'm like, what's your source? He's like, well, I'm in Twitter spaces. I'm like,
Twitter. This is a Twitter space, right? Basically, what we're doing now, we're just talking.
Can you guys imagine being Jets fans right now dealing with the Aaron Rodgers drama?
They're happy as hell right now, dude. They're popping bottles. Aaron said he's going to the Jets.
Well, you got to do a trade still.
It's going to happen. They're ecstatic.
Yeah.
He said on Pat McAfee, it's happening.
Well,
they have such a good defense and they have good weapons. Like,
well, did he say at first this is not an announcement? I bet you a crap load of people left off the show after.
No, and then he went, and then he was like, "It's been done." So he said that to keep people going. He just loves to hear himself talk.
He likes to do Jedi mind tricks. Is what he likes to do. Yeah,
he likes to go into very grave detail.
You know, for a guy that hates media, he sure does talk a whole fucking lot.
Oh yeah,
when he talks.
Oh, he loves it. You guys know he loves the attention.
But to answer your question, Greg, if I was a Jets fan, I'd be freaking ecstatic right now because he's coming. Yeah. And they're going to. I mean, what else are the Packers going to do? He said it on Pat McAfee. They've been apparently been talking about it since last Friday. They're working the damn details out. I mean, the Jets they take all the money for and take or most of it from the Packers. What the hell do the Jets have to give up? You're not giving up 2 first rounds if you're going to take up most of Aaron Rodgers' money. Jets pretty much have all the leverage if they're willing to take the contract. So I mean, I don't know what.
Well, and then Aaron's going on there and basically like Barry and the Packers didn't want me, which is like I love AJ Hawk started to call him out at one point, and then they're like, no, let him answer AJ because AJ's his dude. So he probably felt like, because he's like. He said, you went into the retreat. He's like, but what's different? You come out of the retreat. Like, he's like, were you going to go back to the Packers? Because like, well, I was a 90% retire. Well, they didn't want me. That's why I wasn't going to come back. Yeah, he was like contradicting himself. Like,
he said something changed while he was in the darkness. I'm like, yeah, you were in the dark for freaking 5 days. Lots of stuff changes. But then he said he got text messages and something changed. I'm like, yeah, probably the Jets or the Packers are sick and tired of dealing with your crazy ass.
Wow. And what really, he said he was imagining one day where he retired, and then the next day he spent in the darkness imagining if he didn't. And I'm thinking, well, one day you're thinking, I have an extra $60 million, and one day I don't. Well, I can fucking imagine that. And I tell you, I'm probably going to lean toward one more year for the extra $60 million fucking.
That's what I kept saying. How are you going to turn down? I don't give a crap how much money you got. How are you going to turn down $60 million? Let me say that again. $60 million. How do you turn that down? I don't care who you play for.
Jeff, I would do it for my integrity.
Yeah,
I'd suck your dick live on the stream for $60 million.
Hey,
I would have no integrity and no shame doing it. $60 million.
Hey, Dale, what happened to no cussing?
Greg, that's just for you.
You're getting savage mode. You're getting to get him warmed up.
I got him fired up now. Started with free agency. Well, every time when we're doing a mock draft, he starts yelling at us about taking a certain guy.
I want Michael Mayer. Yeah, Michael Mayer.
You can't fix. I don't like stupidity on the show. Okay.
You're in the wrong damn show then.
I know, right?
Why the hell are you on it again, Greg?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why do I keep asking people about Die Hard when I know I'm going to get the answer I don't want to hear?
All right, we got breaking news from the Bengals and Brews chat from Chris, a.k.a. Pork Chop. For anyone who doesn't know, He is the man of many talents. He could have swore he's seen a guy that might have looked somewhat, maybe exactly like Jamal Williams. He was at Delhi Liquor buying some Miller Lite this morning while Pork Chop was getting fireball.
You should have stopped him and interviewed him, Pork Chop. Say, hey, I'm Pork Chop from Bengals and Brews and Strawberry Ice. Breaking news. Are you who I say you are?
So, yeah, Rodgers is the insecure chick who needs to be told she's pretty all the time. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got to go to that psychedelic fest too. He's supposed to like talk. You heard about that? I guess we're going to do shrooms and he's going to have a speech. It's freaking weirdo.
I don't know.
But Aaron, if you
Maybe
ever want to come on Bengals and Brews or Strawberry Ice, we'll be happy to have you on.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there, you know.
Strawberry, you'll take anybody on your show. You'll take Joe Burrow's pool man if you could.
Sure.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you?
100%.
Like, what's Joe like when he goes to the pool? What's he wearing?
You know, I'm still mad the Bengals wouldn't help me get his ball guy from when he did that interview last year. What was that guy's name? Like,
Who?
He had a nickname.
The ball guy.
Chris Sims was interviewing Burrow, and there was a guy that was catching the balls, and like they thought, he was like, "Oh, is this always the guy who?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I need that guy on the show. Fuck Joe Burrow. Give me that guy." He had a really cool nickname too. I can't remember.
Balls? Was it Balls Mahoney? No, not Balls Mahoney. We got nothing on that one.
Yeah, I don't. So the reason everyone's tuning in during free agency is obviously for draft talk.
Duh.
I thought it was not wearing a hat or something, man. This is the first time I've ever seen without a hat, bud.
You know, Greg, I already talked about this once, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up again.
I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to tell you.
I try to hurry down here. Then I try to get stuff done real quick. I'm just doing a lot. Make it down to my garage.
Don't worry. When he's on live at 5:30 on my show, he'll have his headband on and all
or a hat or something.
Yeah, he'll have it all on.
All right. So we're going to use the PFF mock draft simulator this time. See how this goes. We've been using the draft network that has the consensus board. Seeing some guys come off there. All right. Here's what we're left with.
Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid is their highest rated player. Anton Harrison.
Kincaid scares me. You know, let's go DeJuan Jones. I like Anton Harrison. He can play left tackle of the future. And if Jonah doesn't work out, you can fill him in.
Well, go back to Mozzie Smith. What's he ranked?
Mozzie Smith for PFF is ranked 34th.
Okay.
So we got some trades here.
What are the trades? Oh, yeah, we might take some. Philadelphia trading all the draft picks to us again?
I don't know. I never used this, or maybe I can offer. I don't fucking know. It's too much for me to figure out. I ain't got time for that.
Well, nobody got time for that.
Just give me a damn trade offer like the others pop up. All right. So what I'm seeing, for me personally, we'll kind of ask the chat for a minute.
Anton Harrison. It just makes too much sense. I mean, he's not ready to play this year, but he can play next year. Why not? At left tackle, he said he can play left tackle, like you said earlier, Dale. DeJuan Jones, that's the position he can only play as right tackle. I'd go with Anton Harrison.
And then Kincaid, like I'm not as high on Kincaid. Like I would take Mayer, I'd take Washington before I'd take Kincaid because
Kincaid's back issues scare me. That scares me too much.
I mean, hell, I'd go sign Mike Gesicki before I'm using a first round pick on Kincaid. That's for you, Greg.
We can put it this way. We're doing this draft as if the Bengals were drafting today. What we got right now.
Well, if that's the case, I want Jones almost.
That's what I'm saying.
But I can't. That's
but Antoine Harrison is a higher rank. How hard would it be to flip over to right or Jonah over to right?
Well, I just don't know. It's the unknown, you know. I mean, then you got to move him back for 1 year. So it's like you move him to right, and then you want him back at left.
Yeah. Well,
I would rather him be preparing for
all the time.
I'm just saying, if we had an Illuminor or Cam Fleming in the building, that's why I keep pounding the table for a right tackle because if that was the case, I'd be like, this is a no-brainer. Give me Harrison, and he can even set a year. Or if Jonah's struggling, maybe he takes over for him, or if Jonah gets injured again, because he did have two knee injuries.
But guys, don't we want a guy that can contribute this year? You're in a win now mode, though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's a depth. If you sign a Luminor, to me, it's a depth piece. Look to what happened last couple of years. Our offensive line gets hurt. We need depth. We need Anton would be good. Juwan Jones would be good.
This is a tough one. The chat's not giving me any advice here. I was waiting on the chat to chime in, but I'm not saying anything.
Dale, tell me about Mozzie Smith. What does he bring to the table as a rusher?
Well, that's not his overall role. He's big son bitch like DJ Reader is, and he's more of that. But he can pass rush too, and he's an athletic freak. He didn't test at the combine, and I don't know if they've had their pro day. If they haven't, and that's coming up, he's supposed to test like a freak. So maybe he already did.
Update. Since James sent an update on something.
Greg, better be something good.
God. If it's like, oh, I just took a shit. Well, thanks, Greg, for that.
Let's see here. The 49ers reached an agreement on a 1-year deal with former Raider first-round pick Sheldon Farrell, per sources.
Cleveland Farrell.
Calm the hell down, Greg.
Damn it.
Are you talking about Cleveland Farrell, which I done talked about like at the beginning of the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to punch both of you in the dick.
What? Punch me? I didn't do it. Sissy James would put it in the chat. And Greg,
thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ice.
Yeah, Ice. All right. So are we taking Harrison or Jones? Harrison for the future left tackle. And
I want to take Harrison, dude.
I hope he can just we're going to flip-flop him. We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out. Take Harrison. He's the better of the two.
Well,
we'll figure it out.
It's debatable. It's debatable.
That's what you say in Portsmouth? Debatable? Debatable.
I say it however the fuck I want, Jeff.
Guess I'm talking about, you little bitch.
At least I don't announce fake deals. Like you guys.
I didn't announce shit. I just read what Greg said.
Yeah, thanks. You crushed my spirit to announcing right before the show Monday when Bell went to the Panthers. Thanks a lot, Strawberry.
No, that wasn't fake. That was true.
The guy here at 51 looking at who just went recently, Audible Warrior is a guy that I would have liked to had. Who just popped in here? Yeah, it's Joe.
Joe, what's up, buddy?
The thing buzzed, and I wasn't on the page to see who it was. So,
well, how's Mike Gesicki, buddy, doing?
Oh man, I'd be better if he was a Bengal.
Me too, man. Me too. I'll take my shirt off on live show if this happens soon or whatever.
Nobody really wants to see that.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great for you two.
All right, so Audible Warrior went 51. Get us back on track.
Right.
Now, so that one sucks.
Yeah, that's all I use.
I would have loved to have. He's my dream second rounder. Mm-hmm. But we've got Luke Whippler, Garrett Williams, the corner, Sam Laporta, the tight end, Andre Quarter, edge, Joe Pittman, the center, Sidney Brown, the safety, Charbonnet, the running back, which a lot of people like. Trying to see if really anybody else down here. John Michael Smith is a good center. They ended up talking me into Harrison. I probably, if it was doing it now, I would have taken Jones because we don't have a right tackle. But I guess we're going to roll the dice that Harrison can play right for a year. I just hate flopping guys back and forth. I said if we had a free agent, I would have been fine with taking Harrison.
What about Garrett Williams? What about him in the second round? What's your thoughts on him?
I don't think it would be a bad pick from Syracuse, the corner. That's why I said.
Yeah. That's where I'm kind of thinking here.
I don't know.
For me, it's either him or Luke, the center out of Ohio State.
For me, I really like Sam Laporta here.
I know, but I think it's Sam Laporta third round. I really do.
Not on PFF. You're not going to.
No,
it's late third. I mean, he gets mocked in the third a lot, but we're late third.
That's true. All right, let's go Laporta then.
Well, we took a lineman, so to me it would be corner or Laporta, and I say we go Laporta. Greg, you good with that?
Yeah, no, I want Laporta. I don't think he's going to be. I think he's going to go high second round. To be quite honest.
Commanders are signing Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Brissett to the Commanders. So
whatever.
Interesting.
Hey,
now we still have
start negotiating.
Tank Dell. There you go. You get your jersey down.
I know. Well, they keep dropping him to the third on PFF, and it's like, you sons of bitches keep doing this to me. Luke Whippler. Carl Brooks can play inside, so D tackle, he'd be a D tackle here. It's listed as edge, but he's a guy that's like 6'3", 300.
Yeah.
Missing out on some of the top D tackles in the first couple rounds. He would be in the conversation here. Hedges Tomlinson from TCU. He's like 5'9". That's the knock, but he's a good little player at corner.
Yeah.
Tyler Scott, the speedster. Jalen Jones, the corner from Texas A&M, who I kind of like.
I like Jalen Jones.
Tajay Spears from Tulane. So
I like
that's
Tajay Spears. I like him a lot.
Greg, you feeling any type of way here?
So we
Don't
got
you fucking do this to me. That better be fake news, Crip.
Crip, don't. God damn it.
No.
What about this Miller kid out of TCU?
Yeah, Kendre Miller. He's a solid running back, too. If I was going to take one of these, it'd probably be Spears.
Okay. I like Spears.
But
I like Tyler Scott. Let's go with our Bearcat, Tyler Scott.
Is that
if I was
early
taking a
for
receiver,
Spears?
I'd take Tank Dell for return-wise.
Yeah.
Well, what about – wait, go back up. What about tell me about McBride. He's there in like every round when I pick one.
Yeah, he's more like a fifth-round guy to me. I don't know why.
They say he can't catch.
Yeah, and his average draft possession's 140, so that just shows like it's not just us; it's everybody who does these mocks don't think he should be anywhere close to.
Another update.
Oh God. Let me look.
You're joking?
No, it's just what we just said. Jacoby Brissett. It's not another update.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just stop, Greg. Just stop.
Calm down, Greg.
All right, so I like Carl Brooks here. I like
Spears.
Whippler. I like Spears. I like Jalen Jones, the corner.
What do you got, Joe?
You got a strong feeling either way?
What was the edge guy that you said could play inside?
Carl Brooks from Bowling Green.
I know nothing about him, but I think that's a great need. But the other guy that I like and know a little bit about is Jalen Jones. I'd be between those guys.
Yeah, because, I mean, we still need the D lineman. Whippler, like I seen somebody saying, yeah, we don't want, but he has never played guard at Ohio State. He is center only.
Well, I would
that's my concern with him.
I prefer to go Spears because most likely Mixon is gone, I still think, and we need to get a running back. Spears can do everything we need him to do. So
I like Spears a lot. I just think there's going to be more running backs.
There could be. I saw him play a lot.
Yeah. We're in the third round here, so
yeah.
Greg, who's your final vote? Spears or Jalen Jones? Because I'm leaning toward Jalen Jones, the corner.
Yeah, you got to get a young corner in. As much as I would like Spears, there's so many good other options we could have. Let's go with the young corner.
Everybody good with that? And then maybe Spears will fall for us.
Maybe. David has spoken. Let's go.
That other guy keeps falling, so.
Yeah.
Go with Jalen Jones. I like Jalen Jones as like a second-round guy, so if he's there at the end of the third,
that's good.
It'd just be hard for me to pass him
and good need. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. McBride's still there.
We don't need a linebacker with Williams.
No.
KJ Henry gives you some pass rush.
Deuces loose, baby.
Man, we got him in like the 7th, y'all, last time.
I just think yelling Deuce.
I like this Yaya guy out of Louisville. Yaya.
Yeah. Those guys both tested like freaks.
Yeah.
Him and Yasser Abdullah.
Yeah.
Now I wish we wouldn't have taken Jones because the other guy out of Maryland.
I took him in my mock earlier. Bennett. Yeah, in the 4th round.
Bennett, I wish we wouldn't have taken Jones now. If not that Bennett's there.
Told you. Whatever.
What a dick. I like Chase Brown. Chase Brown from Illinois. Like,
yeah,
he had a good Senior Bowl, a good combine, a good career at Illinois. Like, to me, most of these other things, he's ranked higher than this.
I'm good with that, to be honest.
So, like, I honestly like Chase Brown in the 4th, maybe a little more than Spears in the. I wouldn't have been mad taking Spears in the last round either.
I'm going taking Chase Brown now, though. I think. What do you got,
Joe? Greg?
Chase Brown. I remember you saying good things about him, Dale. Let's go with Chase Brown. See, this is why I'm glad we didn't take Spears because Chase Brown, man, I mean, you can make an argument he could be higher than him in some aspects, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very productive. That's the brothers Brown also. So like Sydney, the safety Derek Love. So if we don't get Sydney, we could at least get his twin brother, right?
There you go.
All right, so Bennett is still here.
Wow.
Kobe Turner, Abdullah.
That is late.
And we're only doing 5 rounds. So this is our last pick of this mock. So we took O-line.
Kuntz is there. You can double dip on tight end. Kuntz is there.
You could.
That wouldn't be bad, actually.
So recap our 4.
So we took Anton Harrison at tackle, and then we took Laporta. And then we came back in the 3rd. We passed on Spears and went Jones.
Yep.
And then we took our running back in the 4th, which was Chase Brown. And now we're in the 5th. And need-wise, we have not taken a defensive tackle or any kind of pass rush in this scenario.
So what we got here then? Since you bring that up.
Let me go. Yeah, I'll go to D-line in general because that's by far our biggest need that's left. We could also use a receiver with some speed. So
we got Trent Irwin. We're good.
I'm going to bring up receivers just so I have that up.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to bring up maybe
Look at that.
D-line. So Kobe Turner from Wake Forest is ranked 100. He kept falling on this board too. So by far the highest ranked guy.
Well, no, you spoke about him, Dale. I think you said you liked him, didn't you?
I do.
Okay, I think it may have been the Georgia Tech guy.
Jalen Redmond for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Redmond's tested really well, but he's got I think injury concerns. There's something with him that a reason that he's lower than what he is.
What do you know about the interior defensive lineman Slade out of Michigan State?
Yeah. Next one.
Jack shit, I think,
Okay.
off the top of my head. Like, I don't know if that's even a guy I watched, to be honest with you. Probably should. I've just been so in a free agency that you guys know the list I had. I haven't really added to it.
Sorry. So wide receivers, you got Ronnie Bell for Michigan is the top one there.
Yeah.
Jake Bobo.
I don't know how many of those guys give you much return-wise.
Yeah.
The guy that ran.
It's not a very good receiver class. That's the
Ford
thing.
Wheaton ran really good. I'm trying to find my notes on Turner.
I say if we're picking between these two positions, we're going D tackle. I think.
I don't know a lot about the guys in this range, especially at these two positions. But if it was you guys don't love any of these, and then we just go for value. I mean, Bennett falling that far, and what was the other?
But I'll read what I have on Turner real quick because I do like him. I just wanted to find what I had on him. So 6'3", 290, powerful hands, strong core, high motor, strong finishing. Cons like his lateral movement, athleticism. So he's not the fastest guy off the line. He doesn't get a lot of, which we kind of want more explosion. Right. Somebody that's gonna
pressure.
Yeah. So that's a overall concern of his.
I'm good with that because I don't like any of the wide receivers there, to be honest. So
I'm just gonna go back to all. Yeah. I don't want McBride here. Bennett, do you double down on corner?
Or then we
what about running?
Wasn't Kuntz still there?
Yeah, is he still there?
Yeah.
Yep. That was so those would be if
take them.
Those would be the two if you don't love any of the positions of super
like
need
Kuntz.
Is double dipping on corner or tight end.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's so hard to pass up Kuntz if he's
I can't pass Kuntz up. I take him.
6'7", ran a 4.5.
Yeah. He's gonna be there.
I laugh every time I start.
Ran a 4.5. It's just freaking ridiculous.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It's just too hard to pass him up at that point.
I think we wouldn't have done that earlier when we were doing mocks because we're just like, we're going to bring back Hurst.
Right.
So we're only going to take one tight end.
No, we might be taking two now.
Yep.
So we got a B+ overall, but I'm fine with the draft.
That's fun.
Yep.
That I'd be real happy.
I'd be okay with that one. Yeah.
I would too. I would hope now it's like, okay, with that draft, that is a very offensive heavy draft, 4 picks. Yep. So we need to go out and get ourselves safety.
We're going to get a safety.
Interior pass rush on the D line to play in a rotation with BJ Hill.
On safety, I don't think we need to, we really need a vet. So,
we're saying before
it's a need in the draft, but
there's people out there still that we can get.
Right.
I think that are younger and possibly cheaper than Bell. So I think we're still going to get one. I'm hoping anyway. So
Hey, trust the process.
Hey, I thought that was a solid little.
Yeah, that was solid, man. I'll take that.
All right, give yourself a round of applause. Good job, boys. Good job. Yeah, there you go.
We saved the offseason, so you guys don't even need free agency news now.
No,
except you have no fucking safety. So I guess I'm on Team Tyson Anderson now. Like people were saying, you could start
Team Tyson. Let's go, Tyson. Which I mean, they did trade up to get him. Maybe he will be. I'm just not. I'm not ready to go. Yep, it's Tyson.
That's my thing.
Well, what someone was like to me, Greg, he's a 5th rounder for a reason. Okay, I can find probably a bunch of 5th round safeties that had good careers in the NFL. You know.
And I can name you a bunch of other 5th round safeties who didn't do jack shit.
Well, no,
and I can name you a bunch of other ones who are somewhere in the middle.
You don't know, Dale, unless you give a chance, bro.
That's what we're saying.
That's why you got to sign a veteran.
You can't count on it. You know, you don't rule the guy out. But
that's the same thought process as I want to right tackle because I don't want to rely on LC coming back and or a Denergy there. That's why I want Illumina or the other guy we've been talking about. You know, a ton.
Cam Fleming's the other guy Parker likes a lot. He's like 30. I don't know.
Parker keeps harping on this one Georgia defense, not the Jones guy, the other offensive lineman. He keeps harping on
McClendon, the right tackle for Georgia. That's his guy.
He's very high. Where's he supposed to go in the draft?
Like 5th round, a lot.
Really? Hey, keep an eye on that.
You know that whole unfortunate thing where that guy died. He was part of that car wreck. Those guys were celebrating the. He wasn't one that was. He was in the car with the people that died. So, not saying that should affect his draft stock in any way, shape, or form, but just kind of a sad little thing. I think mentally that would fuck you up.
The Dolphins are signing former Lions safety Deshaun Elliott. Another safety on the board. I don't know much about Elliott.
I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Don't care.
What is the banging, Joe? What sounds like you're banging on stuff?
He's typing on his computer.
I don't know why it always sounds so loud.
You know what I think it is? I think it's when someone's walking above me.
It was that. So that it might have been that plus your mic.
The room you're in, everything echoes, so your mic's picking everything up.
Yeah, it does. That's just and I've adjusted it so much, and
I think that's just the way the room is.
Yeah.
Do you have the echo cancellation off in the settings for
StreamYard?
The settings for just StreamYard, or have that clicked?
Because you had that where it automatically does it.
It is clicked.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's upstairs. That's we walking. That's exactly what that is.
That's my wife walking around up there.
She stopped around. Damn it, Joe's on a freaking podcast again. I'm up over these kids. God.
I do pick them up. I do keep getting mad about these hats. Like I love that hat. Joe has it. Like I know Santori, he got a bunch of them.
Santori switched hats. He was wearing his other Cincy three-way hat. He was wearing that one.
But no, I need one of those. I need that specific hat.
Yeah, I bit the bullet and just paid for like the $8 or $9 shipping.
It's nice.
Yeah, I love the white hat. Do that.
I get them so freaking dirty. They're such a pain in the ass to keep clean. That's my only problem with it.
Yeah, and my thing is I just still wear it. I'm like, screw it. It's dirty.
It's dirty. Oh, well. It's all right.
Dirty Dale.
Yeah, I got like the all-white Jackpot Joey one too, and I just try to pick my spots on like when I wear it. Well, it's just not one of the everyday hats.
I got 2 Jackpot Joey hats sitting over there, and they're not white. They're got a tinge to them now.
So a name that we mentioned that was cut. I seen Tampa may be interested. We mentioned that for Bijan draft wise, but any interest in Zeke? I think I know you're answered, but I will at least ask.
The running back Zeke Elliott? No.
Yeah.
No. None.
Hell no.
None whatsoever.
I mean, I hate to say a guy's washed. I mean, because you never know, but he's just got a lot of tread on those tires, and he's going to be expensive. Like those two combination of things. It's just like,
I mean, he had a lot of tread on his tires come out of Ohio State, so
yeah.
they ran the hell out of him there. So that's
Yep.
one thing you have to look at too when these guys come out of college is how much do they get used in college.
Well, that's why almost like a Roshan Johnson is enticing from Texas because he had to play behind Bijan, and he's like 6'2", 225, like pretty good.
Look at Piron. Piron was Mixon's back up in Oklahoma, and so that's case in point.
The what's the rookie not the rookie, the guy coming in from Minnesota, is it Ibrahim?
Yeah, he's had a lot of injuries.
He's had a lot of injuries, and he had a ton of work. And I know I've seen some people on my feed really wanting us to take him. I'm just like, I don't think so. And I think he's kind of old too.
I took him in my mock I did today on PFF. He was there in the 6th round. And I didn't have a running back yet. So I was like, well, yeah, I'd take him there.
That's reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable. But
I couldn't spend a 4th on him if I could get a Chase Brown or a
a
Tajay Spears in the 3rd.
I like Spears. I like him a lot, but like I said, I saw him a lot. And
it's a solid running back class, like Roshan Johnson I just mentioned, Tank Bigsby.
That's the thing with the two positions that we're all worried about now with the Bengals, the running back and tight end. Well, it's a deep class in the draft for both those.
He did. P. Ryan did get a lot of work. They ran the hell out of both those guys, really. But P. Ryan was a workhorse for them. Yeah. That one game, what did he have? Like he had a record of like 400 damn rushing yards.
Yeah, but just think how they would have been if they weren't there together.
Now when P. Ryan was in the draft, he was in the same draft as Mixon. Did you like it? Did you want him? Did he interest you guys at all in the draft?
He went in like the 3rd or 4th round. He was supposed to be good. Like he had high.
Who drafted him anyway?
I want to say Washington, but
no, Commanders. They drafted him.
That's Washington.
Yeah, I actually said the old name. My bad.
So I'm going to bring up some of the running back free agents, just so we kind of have some names in front of us.
Well, I'll tell you the guy that me and Derek's been liking a lot.
Jarek.
Yeah, he's 30 years old. I know that before you even click anything, but. He can do a little bit of everything. He can catch passes. He can block. He's a little bit explosive running.
Yep. No, I love McKinnon. I think that would be great, especially to pair with a young running back that could turn into
2 years, $6 million, 1 year, $3 million, $3.5 million for 1 year. I would fuck with that.
What do you think Jamal Williams gets? That's who I like. But I think
3.5 to 4, maybe.
I'm going on this
4.5. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going on the Santori Bourbon train. I'm going to Ernest Johnson. I liked him a lot.
He's had a game or two, right?
Yeah.
It'd be cheap. That's for sure.
Probably 2.6.
2.6.
That's interesting.
And names that's interesting. I don't know what he's going to cost. Is Miles Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's only 25 years old. They're saying 7.2. That's a little steep.
Yeah.
I'd be out on him for that.
Yeah, we'd be out. Yeah, 7.2. Nope.
Hail to the no.
Yeah, if he would come for like 5.5, then I would
watch though. When he goes for $7 million for one season for the fucking Chiefs, we're all going to be fucking pissed about it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, just if you take $7 million and you cut Mixon and you got him and Travion. That's still cheaper.
Well, the Bengals would have to like him more than Mixon, honestly, because that would be what I mean?
Right.
Because you're still eating 5 of Mixon's contract if you cut him. So you'd be paying a guy 7, you'd be paying that difference. You just have to like him more than Mixon at that point.
Mm-hmm. Right. What do it Jamal Williams next time there. Joe, see what they got.
You're on Spotrac, right? I know PFF had him at 4.5 per. Yeah, they've got him a little lower.
See, that's I'd take that all day. 4.1.
Yeah. I mean, that's what and people were comparing him to Mixon, right? But you can't do that in a nutshell, like saying I think it was Taylor Cornell and like, hey, no, he's doing good work with the stuff he's looking up, and it's true. Like,
who are the comp players they got for him? I see it down there. It's like comparable players.
But like his short yardage and
There you
stuff,
go.
but he's a better blocker than Mixon is the
Right.
difference. And if you get him for $4 million and you're saving 7 on the cap, you're saving a $3 more million overall to use somewhere else.
Exactly. That's that's the one I like. If they can get it.
I was really surprised to see he was only 27 years old when he first started getting buzz. I was thinking he was like 30. It seems like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah,
and that would make a big difference. And that's what I mean. McKinnon's 30, but he doesn't have as much wear. Williams don't have too much either, being in Green Bay.
Yeah, he
Did I see Rex Burkhead on there? No, I was seeing things.
Like, not that he was just in Green Bay.
He is?
Yeah.
Sexy Rexy. Bring him back.
Bring back Gio.
That'd be fun. He'd have to be dirt cheap.
What's that?
Gio's available.
Why not?
Because he's like 30. How old is he?
Hey, he won us. Hey, guys, he won us that game when he was at Tampa Bay this year. So
this isn't. What do you guys think of Madison?
Yeah, that was brought up by Chris in the chat. I've always thought he's been solid. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion either way. I haven't looked up his blocking ability.
I like the money. What's
like that.
There you go. Oh, they compared to Najee Harris. Yeah, they did. Ooh, that's not.
That's
bad.
the thing. I think we need somebody that can block, right?
Yes.
Block.
Yes,
and
yes.
like that. And in the draft, that's the thing. There's not a lot of guys that are known to do both.
That's what I want. I want a running back who can block and run and catch passes. I want a tight end who can block and catch passes. That's what I want. They got. I want
you and the rest of the fucking NFL.
I know.
Guys, let's hire you
get
to
him.
be general manager.
If you can get them, let's get them.
Yeah, I mean, Madison hasn't had a ton of opportunities behind playing Cooks. So I'd be surprised if the Vikings don't re-sign him if the rumors are true that they're moving on from Cook. But he's been great when he's had the opportunity.
Hey guys, breaking news: Brissett to Washington.
No way.
No. Well, that's the third time. I had to do it, Greg. I had to do it.
Dang, Harris $7 million a year. Get out of here. There's no way anyone's paying him $7 million.
No, not even close. Like,
hell no.
Get out of here. I think he's a good player. He's just kind of one-dimensional.
Are you guys happy the grilled cheese sandwiches in Carolina?
I'm happy he got a decent deal. I mean, this dude's made a hell of a career. Just
I know.
Well, me and Dale
keeps
feel
on
bad
chugging away.
for Bryce Young because he's probably going to get hurt and Andy's going to take over.
Hey, he helped out
Andy
another
does.
Ohio
That's what
State
he
quarterback.
does.
He helped out
Well,
Nick Fields. He helped out Nick Fields. Now he's helping out another Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm freezing my testicles off. Listen, I kept my heater down here yesterday when I left out here. Marissa come down here and snatched the son of a bitch. I come home today. I'm like, damn it! I thought it was going to be decently warm in here. No heater at all.
Dude, I was freezing. Dude, I was freezing my ass off at work last night. It was 26 degrees when I left my house.
Damn.
This morning. I'm like, God, it's like freaking December. Like it's March. Like if there's no football, it's supposed to be warm.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Hey, as you guys are going through some more of these names, I'm going to grab my heater and I'll be right back in like 3 or 4 minutes.
Hey, Joe, bring up the safeties then.
Real quick. I just wanted to ask you guys your opinion. This is the last guy I had that I don't think anyone's talking to. I think he's going to sit for a long time. He's only 24 years old. He kind of got ran out of Jacksonville. I've always liked James Robinson.
What's his comps? I like look at it because I don't know anything about him, to be honest.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Chase Edmonds, Kareem Hunt. He can do it all. He's been a bell cow for Jacksonville. He can catch passes. Decent at the goal line. I mean, he's just a solid all-around player.
For 3.8, if he can block, catch passes.
I don't know how he is in pass blocking. That's one thing. I just know about him from playing tons of fantasy football.
Right.
But
I like the money. I'll tell you that. I mean, that's where I think we need to be at running back. 3 to 4 at the most.
Yeah. So safety, Edmonds is a name.
Yep.
I've heard a lot.
5.4.
5.4. He's 26 years old.
Yeah, all of them are right
first-round pick.
26, 27 years old. Me and Dale were kind of going through them when we started this thing.
Yeah.
I'm curious what they're saying, the money, what they're saying.
Who else are you interested in?
Who do they got up top?
Adrian Amos. I don't know. Look at him.
Amos, I think Santori talked about he liked him.
6.8.
Ugh.
He's 29 too.
No.
This guy's a little more proven.
Yeah, but he's 29.
That's why they're projecting.
You're paying him. I mean, what Bell got 7. Hell, you could have just signed.
Yeah, you could have just signed Von Bell. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So that's like, oh my god, I don't see that.
Yeah.
Who else you got here? Jonathan. Oh, John. We already did. Did we do Jonathan Abrams? Is that the first one you brought up?
No, they didn't have I don't think I had a salary projection for him.
Oh, okay.
He was making nothing.
Yeah, he's free. There you go. It's even better. I'll take that.
They got Joyner. This guy's free safety. He's 32 though. I don't think we're going to be.
Let's see here.
A lot of these guys are older.
Yeah. There's Thornhill.
Adderley.
We'll say what they got. What are they? 8.7 now.
8.7.
What do they got for Thornhill?
Let's see.
Here's right below him.
Nope, they don't have anything for him for some reason. They got Rap. Rap's a name I've heard.
Yep, I heard Rap.
10.
Nope.
Go.
Yeah.
That's because he's only 25.
Yeah.
There you go. No, check on that guy Love out of the New York. I like him. He was a captain at 24. I mean, he's 24. He's going to cost a crap load, but I like his potential, though.
I don't see him on there.
God damn it.
Unless I'm blind, which I could be.
Julian Love there.
Hey, they got a Bobby Price instead of Billy Price.
7.9, 24 years old.
Yeah. See that? Okay, now I might be if he's 24 years old. I'd be 7.9. Would they might do that because he's 24?
Yeah, I mean
28, like what Bell was. I call him Bell old, but that
Yeah, I mean I think with the talk of like, all right, we have Dax. We know we want to see what we have and see if he can grow and he'll be a starter. Mm-hmm. And then we have Tyson, who's the wild card. He could end up being great. He could be just a special teamer. So, that's where I think we will go with, one of these veterans that's looking for their like third contract or something.
We have
rather than one of these 25, 27-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gotta go. I mean, we gotta go with somebody. They gotta get somebody. You can't just not. Holy crap!
Oh my god!
What?
Did you get robbed?
Oh
no! I'm trying to say more.
What the hell?
Every time we say "Holy crap," Greg's like, "What? Who did we sign?"
Oh.
Calm down.
Is it Kasicki?
Hell.
Greg's like, is it Kasicki? I'm taking my shirt off.
Greg's just trying to get naked.
I think in the group chat we should go, "Hey guys, did you see this?" And just to freak Greg out, like, "What? What? Tell me."
Oh no, my one buddy at work already did that to me. I was pacing around the garage on break time. He said we got to Kasicki. I was like, "Don't ever effing do that again." Well, then he told me that the Cardinals at one point hired Louis Anarumo, and I drop everything. I look at my phone. I'm like, dude, I hate you so bad. Yeah. Oh my god.
Everybody does that because they love you, Greg.
Tell me something I don't know. Dale, seriously, take off that mask. It's kind of creepy, bro.
It's warm.
Dale, I don't give a crap. I work outside all day, man. Be a man.
He's a teacher.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, be a man for once in your life.
Oh, yeah. Call him out. Let's go.
I'm just kidding you, Dale.
Not going.
You should wear that in class.
He does. That's how he scares the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this dream is probably dead. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
$13.3 million. That's gone.
Breaking news. Myles Gaskin back on a 1-year deal to the Dolphins.
And they signed Wilson and Mostert too, right?
Yeah, they're keeping the band together. All the running backs.
Good for them. Is there a safety you particularly like in free agency, though?
All of them. No, I really like Taylor Rapp. Like his PFF grade surprised me.
There's nothing on there for him. We try to look it up. Oh, it is. I thought you said it wasn't on there. $10 million.
No, it was Who's the other guy? Thornhill. They didn't have
Thornhill was not
PFF has him for about 7.2 to 7.4, something like that per year.
Rapp
I mean, if
Thornhill?
I could get Rapp for $7 million, he's only like 25 years old
Yeah,
still.
he's 25.
For 7, yeah, not for 10.
He was the 13th ranked safety overall. Hire him for PFF once again.
Yeah, I mean, and some of the things where we're talking, we're just like, well, I wouldn't, that's too much, or this, if I could get him for this, and some of it's like we have so much cap space, like I don't want to pretend like I know how to allocate all this money because I don't know. It's like we say like, oh, well, that guy would be out of our budget just because that's out of our character, but like you never know.
How about Sutton?
Looks like it's official. Cowboys tweeted out, "Thank you, Zeke." So
yeah.
Looks like they did cut him.
Sutton's not on here for some
Great.
Not Sutton, shit. Edmonds, the brother of the Bills.
I think we had him up here. We talked
Terrell.
about him a little bit. Yeah, only 5.4. I mean,
that's not bad.
First round pick too. I mean,
he's still like 25 or I think 26.
Is he strong safety or free safety?
A lot of people said it don't matter in the Bengals system, but
okay,
I don't know. I'm not fucking smart, obviously.
You're smart on the draft, though.
Yeah.
I got your back, Dale. Shut up.
You're an amazing graphic designer.
Yes.
That's true.
Hey, Dale, Luminor, man. If we get Luminor, you get all the credit, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I did what I could, And then today I shot my shot with Jamal Williams.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, design. You didn't see that design?
Oh, that was epic, dude. That was.
I actually forgot the stripes, so I felt bad. But I was like,
Did you put it on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
I saw it when I was leaving work this morning.
I have 2 monitors now, so it's way easier to like share.
Dang, look at Big Time Joe. Got 2 monitors now.
Joe, look at you.
Well, that's your workspace too, right?
Wow, I have a workspace over here.
This is my other monitor, my phone.
Oh shit! Got choked up.
Dale, I'm sorry, man. Oh,
look at that epic.
That's not mine.
That's not yours?
That's someone else's, which it was quality work. I retweeted it because I was like,
oh, okay.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I didn't see yours.
I tweet a lot.
Yeah, you do.
no kidding.
There it is.
There we go. That one's pretty good.
Dale, that is money, man.
That is.
Love it.
I got the Bagels and Brews,
I know.
I can't believe they're not paying you for this stuff.
Yeah.
Dale. You should really
come
talk
on,
to
guys. That is some good work.
You should really talk to your bosses at Bengals.
You really would have thought. And that's what, like, if I was like that other guy, I would have made those all Bengals fans, and that would have been a Bengals. Hell no, I ain't got that kind of time now. Shit.
You got time now. You should work out while you're on the show.
The gloves. The gloves. I was like, this isn't going well. Don't look too closely at the hands on that.
Dude, don't worry about it. I think you did great.
It's quality work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like the one guy from Boondock Saints, the one the friend.
Oh yeah.
Rocco. Is it Rocco?
Yeah.
Yo, Rocco!
Fucking shoots a cat.
The funny man.
I can't go to the fucking store for a pack of cigarettes without running into 5 guys you fucked.
He goes, funny man, tell me a joke. I've had a shitty day. Tell you a joke?
Boondock Saints is one of the best movies of all time.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I used to love it.
That's one I could watch over and over and over.
I actually haven't seen it.
Oh,
it's a great movie. Well, one of my good friends that we used to watch it all the time, like in high school and stuff. He said like he watched it back now and it doesn't hold up. Like
it does. I just watched it again.
All right.
I watched it with my kids last summer. That's what kind of parent I am. I was like, this is good shit. You got to watch it. It's really good. No, that should be a belly up to the bar episode. We don't care. We're not making any money anyways. A live watch along.
Not yet, but it's coming.
A live watch along of Boondock Saints with Greg while we're getting his reaction. Like we put it on the screen.
I'll join that one.
Yeah, and we'll just watch the movie and
and then the show will be canceled again after that one, like our first episode was.
Yeah.
What happened then?
What happened?
The first episode?
Yeah.
We got canceled because of the video.
Oh. Well, before
You
that,
forgot it?
like copyright.
our preview episode, what happened then?
Oh, you put porn on. Other than that, it was fine. But he went to Pornhub and found something.
I put actual porn. It
was Bengals porn, but it was porn.
Well, she had Bengals leggings on. Not for very
Still
long.
counts.
Not for very long.
I've tuned in when I can. I love Pork Chop on there. That dude
Pork Chop is a
he's
gem.
so great.
Pork Chop's the man.
He's got some story. That dude has lived.
Dude.
He has lived. That's what I said. I'm like, I haven't lived. When you listen to Pork Chop, I'm like, I haven't lived at all.
We have done
what am I doing?
Like, I've done some stuff, but Pork Chop's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
He's God.
Yeah. He's like the Kramer of our group. Like,
Hey, Greg, this could be a good time to get a Luther Vision shot.
While you're in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, you got to do it. You got to do it like that. I could just do it.
I forgot.
Screenshot. Hey, you guys got
a super chat from Foxy.
Hey,
breaking
Foxy.
news: Aaron Rodgers says he wants to sign with the Jets. Sorry, Greg.
Damn you!
You fucking got him again too. Fuck.
He's like, what?
Gesicki?
Mike Gesicki spotted
He
taking
turned
the
his
shit.
camera off trying to take a picture. Oh God.
That's funny. No, my luck is someone's going to say, "Yeah, you're full of crap, dude," and then I'm like, "Oh shit, it really is real." No, my luck.
He's not going to believe anything now. So when it actually happens, he's going to be like, "Fuck you."
Haven't you ever seen the story of the boy who cried wolf so many times?
Yeah.
Know what that happened?
I still think you'd believe us, Greg.
No, I wouldn't. There's no goddamn way.
Greg, I just want to see you take your shirt off.
Hey, who said we had to do it when Gesicki signed?
Let's get naked, boys.
I'm good. I'm really good.
No. What was that song Craig Robinson did? And this is the end. Take your panties off.
If I share, will it share audio too? There's this funny video.
It'll share audio.
That's a joke about Juju.
I'm scared now.
That's not bad.
Hey, breaking news: Mayfield to the Buccaneers.
It says Bill Belichick and Juju debut on TikTok. That's funny.
He is the man.
Brian Kelly, family. On the LSU, found my family and my accent.
And
family.
Exactly.
I found it all in LSU, Baton Rouge.
Strawberry, I thought it was bad when he left UC, but he did the same thing to Notre Dame when he was trying to recruit somebody. He leaves, he takes a phone call, and then he's still trying to recruit the guy at Notre Dame. Then after he left, he took the LSU job.
I'm surprised he didn't talk to the guy. Hey, I'm walking out the door. I'm leaving now. You come with me to LSU.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta hop off here. I'll probably hop on later.
Yeah, we're doing a show at 7.
Yep.
Unless this heater starts warming up, I'll have this mask on, but I think I might be able to take it off by then.
Hey,
hopefully.
Hey, Strawberry. How
Yo.
did you get Bridget from Girls Next Door on the show at 5:30?
It took a long time.
Okay.
I love you guys. Who day?
See you, Joe. Who that?
See it. Yeah, how'd you get that, man?
Well, we did a mock draft. Greg gave us like tons of like fake news, trying to catch up. Will here. I think it's Will. I'm like Derek. I'm like, this whole not having a first name is just so difficult. But we did a mock draft. We took Anton Harrison at tackle, Sam Laporta at tight end, Jalen Jones at corner, Chase Brown at running back, and we doubled down on tight ends and took Zach Kuntz because 6'7",
Double
4'5".
down.
Just makes me fucking hard as rock.
No, that's all we're trying to do.
Well, as you should. Yeah, and Will, like I was going to mention the other day when we were talking about Sam when we oh shit, why am I blanking on his name all of a sudden? Andrew Fox Miller jumped on.
Yeah.
I remember I won that card from you, and it was a Sam Hubbard card. It's on my fridge. My wife.
See, he's the one that DM me about the shirt.
Yeah, so my wife, the Sam Hubbard card is on my fridge. Yeah.
All right.
I'm surprised it's not stuck on your ceiling in your bedroom.
Surprised it's not stuck to her panties, you know. She just keeps it there. He's kissing me. He's kissing me.
Look, Dale, see what he's doing?
Yeah. All right, guys, I got to hop off. Thanks for having me on, Dale.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Didn't want you on here anyways. You fucking dick.
Greg's going to text you back. Oh, I didn't really mean it. Did I really hurt your feelings? You know you will. Oh, God. Oh, what's wrong with us?
It's a lot of things we're doing. I'm doing shit. Like I went to work all day and I come immediately home, start this show at 3:30. Now we're rolling into 5 o'clock. 5:30 starts your show. I'm going to roll your show into another episode of Bengals and Brews at 7. My wife's going to get home at like 5:30.
Dedication.
And I'm going to be like, she's going to walk down here and be like, what are you doing? And I'm going to have this fucking mask on, be on your show and be like, I'm doing another show with Jeff.
Yep.
She's going to be like, I hate you.
That is dedication. Dude.
Oh, speaking of, so the other night we were on the phone. Well, then you got off the phone. We were on the phone. Me, Pork Chop, and then Karen.
Yeah.
Were you on there when Karen was still on there?
Yeah, I was at the beginning of that. My phone was about to die. I'd been on.
So Marissa was getting mad at me for being on the phone. So she broke out her vibrator in the living room and sat down and started playing it. And I just got off the phone. Pork Chop was calling me. And he's like, is everything okay? It was like an hour later when I responded. And I said, yo.
It was more like 15 minutes.
I said I had to put out.
It was 15 minutes. It wasn't an hour.
I don't know why I just told that story live on there.
Wait, nobody's watching this anyway.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't
not me. Dale. Hold on.
It
Let
wasn't
me change the name.
How many people are watching this anyway? You're always curious about that.
19 right now. We had up to 30 again. Like,
there you go. Make sure you guys hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification, hit the thumbs up, all that cool stuff. Because you always forget to tell everybody that.
Yeah, I don't.
What are you doing? Are you attacking? Dale is in attack mode.
I had to change my name.
Oh, not Dale. Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't tell that story. Someone broke into my house, took my sweater, was sitting in my garage. They sound like them. They made me voice record this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
glad
not
you got the mask on.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be joined by Bridget
from the number one Bengals podcast
on Jeff's show. Then at
hopefully
7.
We have some free agent news. Hopefully, maybe.
I'm just kind of giving up on it. Just giving up.
We'll just make stuff up and freak Greg out while he watches it.
Hey, it's gonna like last night. All the news started breaking at like 9 and 10 o'clock. I'm like, God, I need to go to sleep. I'm like,
I know
why is
you gotta go like 9, 10 o'clock. That's my during the week. That's my bedtime. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. Well, who do you thank y'all for tuning in? Hope you can tune in to Sports with Strawberry or Bengals Talk with Strawberry. I can't.
God damn, get right.
I'm never gonna get used to it. It's fucking stupid to change your name 5 years in.
I even messed it up. It's awesome. Idea. Shut up. It's a great idea.
And then we'll be back on Bengals and Brews at 7 with Parker Blake, Bengals and Bourbon, and Cincy James. And maybe some free agency breaking news.
Maybe. Cross your fingers.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. I love y'all. Who dey?
Who dey, baby? Let's go! It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we unite and up. Trippin' orange and black and white. Who dey when we fight? Live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, there we